Keelan's been up to something. I've been showing a keen interest in what Keelan's been up to this weekend because apparently you almost got bashed in Frankston for attempting the official greeting of the show. Okay, all right. Guys?
By the way, I feel like it's a great time to say this. As we speak, I am downloading an air horn app because we've had about 3 lulls now in this episode and clearly no lull horn, or Lewis isn't using it. So I'm just going to remain on top of that. And
okay.
Is the opener ready to go now? Otherwise, I'm going to have to blow the horn.
All right, it's time for Frankston Tales.
There we go. Very good. Very swag. I like it. Okay. I got like 3 or 4 stories. I had a crazy weekend in Frankston. But first off, so I was with my friends Stephen and Sean. These were the guys I talked about last time I had Frankston Tales, and we're out causing mischief as usual. And we run into this guy who looks like Lewis if Lewis grew up in Frankston.
Yeah.
Like super tall, but a lad, like full esche. And we come walking up to him, and we're in a group of 3, so we're not scared of. It's like
Are
midnight.
you sure you just didn't meet Arthur on a night out? Lewis's brother?
That's probably my brother, yeah.
We're not scared of him because it's a group of 3, and we walk up to him. And as we're walking up to him, I go, "Hello," and he goes, "What, cunt?" And then almost hits me. But because I have Matrix-like reflexes, I dodged him. Ended up being a cool guy. His name's Travis, and he went to get kebabs with us.
So you went from almost getting bashed to having a bodyguard for the night.
And he was just wandering the streets, like suburban Frankston streets, and we go, "What are you up to?" And he's like, "Oh, just finding shit to steal."
What a king.
That's friendship in Frankston. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was
I
awesome.
like that.
And then so he
nice.
left. A couple hours later, Sean and I are hungry again. So we say, "Let's go get more kebabs." And we get our kebabs. And then I say, I'm feeling quite mischievous. Let's go into Frankston and cause some trouble. So we did. And
This is
just before
like
you go on,
so Frankston.
Before you go on, there's a lot to unpack here. The first thing I want to bring up is, what do you mean you wanted more kebabs? like
Yeah, who the fuck? I didn't even notice that. Who has 2 kebabs in one night?
So you already had a kebab earlier in the night, and you were like, 2 hours later, I want more.
yeah.
That's that's the only food you have one of, and then you go, I'm done for at least a 24-hour period.
Kebabs on a night out are usually like a 70% completion rate. Like, not everyone will have the entire kebab too.
That's heaps.
So what we were doing is we're watching Garfield. And after Garfield, it was so much fun. We were very hungry again. So we got our second kebabs. And this time
you were inspired by Garfield.
You saw a fat cat and you're like, I want to be like that and also get up to a little mischief. You guys are pretty crazy. Like, you start telling these stories like, man, had a pretty loose night in Frankston. It's like, what are we up to? Eating kebabs and watching a cat eat lasagna. Great.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. But we walk into Frankston and no joke, cops filled the streets. There was like 10 police cars, undercover cops, everything. People were on the ground arrested because we just walked into what had just been a massive brawl.
Was it just like a battle royale, or was it just everyone versus your mate?
It started because some guy was talking shit about someone else.
Travis probably went hello to someone else because it catches on. It's pretty contagious.
I'll show you the video. But there's just this massive fight of like 20 people at the front of Hoyt's.
Whoa. Oh, look at these security guards trying their best. Give them a raise. My favorite part about this is you watch them give up right now. They're like, well, that's it. Let him go.
Out the front of Hoyt's, they don't even serve alcohol there. That's just like a bunch of kids high on choc tops and just with a sugar rush, and they've just seen Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious 9, and they just want to get at it. That's crazy.
Upstairs, we were upstairs, they have like a full cocktail bar, so I think people were getting a bit loose up there.
I see.
But Sean had his HSP when we rocked up, and he handed it over to someone else to finish. And so for the whole night, we were going up to people and telling them the fight started over this HSP, and people believed us. Pretty good.
You're next. Absolutely. You and your group of friends are going to be in the middle of one of those things very soon.
Yeah. And it was a pretty big night. We almost watched a couple fights happen. I stole a BMX from a kid. It was real fun all night long.
You stole a BMX?
Yeah, just out the front of someone's house was like their kid's BMX. And I said, boys, what do you reckon? Free transport?
You're a child's BMX bike. Yeah. Come on, it was probably his Christmas present.
Don't leave it out the front. This is Frankston. Come on.
You're teaching him a lesson.
That is true.
Yeah.